Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another legal breaking reporting and video analysis update. The Department of Justice's attempts to strip naturalization of birthright citizenship likely violate constitutional rights. In a new reporting that we are receiving from the conversation, let's get into the legal breaking analysis and break it all down in this legal breaking news reporting video analysis update. The article, ladies and gentlemen, is titled Justice Department Efforts to Strip Citizenship from Naturalized Americans Likely Violates Constitutional Rights. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the article legal breaking reporting reads, the Trump regime, I say Trump regime because what's the point in calling it in the Trump administration? Because they're not currently acting as an administration should. They're acting the opposite, which makes them a regime. Wants to take away citizenship from naturalized Americans on a massive scale. While a recent Justice Department memo prioritizes national security cases, it directs the department to maximally pursue denaturalization proceedings in all cases permitted by law and supported by the evidence across 10 broader priority categories. Denaturalization is different from deportation, which removes non-citizens from the country, while civil denaturalization, the government files a lawsuit to strip people's U.S. citizenship after they have become citizens, turning them back into non-citizens while they can then be deported. Who can then be deported. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, note that it all depends upon the judge, or the judges, in this case, more than one, if they do in fact get shut down in either court. The government can only do this in specific situations. It must prove someone illegally procured citizenship by not meeting the requirements, or that they lied or hid important facts during the citizenship process. The Trump regime's minimal enforcement approach means pursuing any case where evidence might support taking away citizenship, regardless of priority level, or strengthen evidence. As our earlier research documented, this has already led cases like that of Ballinger, Baljinder, Singh, Singh, whose citizenship was revoked based on a name discrepancy that could easily have resulted from a translator's error rather than intentional fraud. Ladies and gentlemen, here is a brief history. For most American history, ladies and gentlemen, taking away citizenship has been rare, but it increased dramatically during the 1940s and the 1950s. During the Red Scare period, characterized by intense suspicion of communism, the United States government targeted people it thought were communists or Nazis supporters. Between 1907 and 1967, over 22,000 Americans lost their citizenship this way. Everything changed in 1967 when the Supreme Court decided in Ephraim v. Rusk, AFR-OYIM. The court said the government usually cannot take away citizenship without the person's consent. It left open only cases involving fraud during the citizenship process. After this decision, denaturalization became extremely rare from 1968 to 2013. Fewer than 150 people lost their citizenship, mostly war criminals who had hidden their past. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to tell you how the entire process works. In criminal lawsuits, defendants get free lawyers if they can't afford one. They get jury trials. The government must prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, the highest standard of proof. But in most denaturalization cases, the government files a civil suit where none of these protections exist. People facing denaturalization get no free lawyer, meaning poor defendants often face the government alone. There's no jury trial, just a judge deciding whether someone deserves to remain American. The burden of proof, ladies and gentlemen, is lower, clear, and convincing evidence instead of beyond a reasonable doubt. Most important, there's no time limit, so the government can go back decades to build cases. As law professors who study citizenship believe this system violates basic constitutional rights. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this legal breaking reporting and video analysis update. If you did enjoy this legal breaking reporting and video analysis update, please, firstly, like, comment, share, subscribe, and enjoy. Secondly, if you would like to make sure you're always up to date on all the things legal breaking reporting wise on the side of politics, please hit the bell icon as well as the all notifications option. Thirdly, you guys can also do so by following me on my social medias that I will have linked in the video description below. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, Threads, as well as TikTok. The bell icon is located directly beneath the screen here on the right hand side of the subscribe button. Fourthly, ladies and gentlemen, please help me reach and achieve the goal of 110 plus subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm saying 110 plus subscribers is because right after we reach and achieve the goal of 210 plus subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, we have more subscribers to reach and achieve right after we reach and achieve the goal of 210 subscribers. Fifthly, ladies and gentlemen, please stay safe. And lastly, please always look for the points of light in today's unfortunate illegal induced darkness caused by the illegal, unconstitutional criminality Trump regime. And always look out for my next legal breaking reporting video analysis update.